Right, good morning Year 8. What we've got to do this morning is we're going to start making some paper templates for your passive speaker. And the first one I'm going to show you is the one for the 2 speakers. So if your phone has got 2 speakers on it, this is going to be the way that you are going to do the template. Right, you are going to need a pen or a pencil. I'm going to use a pen because it will show up better for the purposes of this video, and a ruler or something, or a straight edge, doesn't really matter. Tape measure would do, but a ruler would be ideal. Okay, the very first thing that you need to do is to simply, on your piece of paper, draw a rectangle that measures 150 millimeters or 15 centimeters. That is going to be the length of your passive speaker, and it is going to be 90 millimeters high, so 9 centimeters high. Just go along, do a little mark. That's 9 centimeters high, that's 9 centimeters high. I always draw this top line longer than I need it. Just do it in faint pencil. Okay, so if this bottom line is 150, the top line has also got to be 150 or 15 centimeters. Do a little mark. Okay, and there is my rectangle. So that is 150 millimeters by 90 millimeters on the side there. Okay, that's step 1. Then you'll need your phone. Okay, so what you then is my phone. You need to figure out where the speakers are. You can probably see if I just get it in the sunlight there. 2 speakers on this one. Okay, so what we're going to then do, speakers at the bottom. I'm just going to move my piece of paper down a bit, and I need to get that in the middle, and I want the bottom edge of the phone here to be about 3 centimeters down from the top. Okay, and I want it to be in the middle, so I'm just going to use my ruler to check what's the gap I've got on there. That's 32 millimeters that side, and over this side it's 35, so I'm just going to move it along just a couple of millimeters. So that is now 33 on the right side, and that's 34 on that. That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, this one's got a pop socket on the back of it, so I'm just going to press it down, and then I'm going to draw around the bottom of the phone. Those of you that want to do the 1 speaker system, I'm going to do another video for you, but just watch this as well, because it may help you. Right, so that's the bottom of my phone. I want to square that off a little bit, so I'm just going to use my ruler and just tidy up this, because we drew around that freehand, didn't we? So I just want to make that a nice, neat rectangle. You'll find out why I'm doing this in just a second. There we go. So basically, that rectangle that I've just drawn there is going to be the slot that your phone will fit in. Now, catch the light again. 2 speakers. There we go. 2 speakers. I now need to, and we did this 2 lessons ago, I need to know the gap between the end of the speaker there and the start of that speaker there. That's the charging point. But what is the gap between there and there? And if I measure this, I can tell you that that gap is, just try and catch the light again, it's about 20 millimeters, 2 centimeters. That's close enough. So what I now need to do on my template, paper template down here, I need to mark out where that 20 millimeters is going to go. Now this is why I squared off the corners, because I need to do a bit of measuring here, because I need to find out the center point. Now from one corner to the other is 85 millimeters. Half of 85 is 42.5. So I'm just going to do a little mark where 42.5 comes from. And this is the important bit. I said the gap between the 2 speakers was 20 millimeters. So 10 millimeters to the side of the center, 10 millimeters to the right hand side of the center, and that gap from there to there, let's get some sunlight on it, the gap from there to there is 20 millimeters. Now that is really, really important. That gap is really important that you get that right, because this is what's going to happen. We know we've got a speaker here and we've got a speaker here. One speaker on the left, one speaker on the right. Now, the sound, if I leave this template as it is at the minute, the sound from the speaker is going to go into a piece of wood. Imagine this is a piece of wood. And we're not going to amplify it. That's going to dull the sound. So we need to make an echo chamber. So what we're going to do, and you can draw this freehand, you are basically going to do a shape that looks a little bit like that. The best way I can describe it, imagine you're drawing 2 comical feet on your mobile phone. So that's kind of like the left foot, and over here I'm going to do the right sock, or the right foot. So it's that kind of shape that you need. Don't worry about drawing them too accurately, because you will not see these on your final piece of work, because this is the middle of your passive speaker. So there's my comedy phone with 1 foot on the left, 1 foot on the right. Okay, and you'll notice, look, can you notice I started from where the curve of the mobile phone starts hitting a straight line. There's the curve of the phone, hits the straight line, and that's where I draw it from. So that's really important, because this area here that I'm now shading in, or doing some cross hatching in, so this is going to be a piece of wood. This is all solid wood, all of this bit. We're going to cut these out. Okay, so now the phone has got something to sit on, and now the sound from the speaker will come into this echo chamber, the sound from this speaker will come into this echo chamber, and then on the front of your passive speaker we drill 2 bigger holes, and the sound will then come out and it will be amplified. But the most important thing is point number 1 here and point number 2 there, because that's what your phone's going to sit on. I can hear you all saying, oh, don't Mr. Freeman do his 2s funny? Yeah, I do. I've always done it since I was a kid. I do them back to front. Okay, so that's your paper template for a 2-channel or 2-speaker passive speaker. Just doing this because I like it. Makes it stand out a little bit more. Okay, phone sits in there, sound comes out this speaker, sound comes out this speaker, goes into echo chamber, echo, echo, and that's the first part of your work. That's your first paper template. And now I will stop and I will do another video for a 1-speaker phone. If you need to watch this again, please do, and you can pause the video whenever you need to so that you can follow my instructions. Okay? Good luck. Make it as accurate as you can, please. Thank you.